come to my desk. So I went to Miss Collier's desk, and she said, you didn't raise your hand. You're not going to college? I said, no, ma'am. I said, Miss Collier, I got a plan. She said, what's your plan? I said, I'm going to work at McDonald's. I said, Miss Collier, I'm going to work at McDonald's. I'm going to manage it, and I'm going to get my brother Joe. And I'm going to take care of him. Miss Collier didn't know Joe. But I did know I had to take care of Joe. I didn't know I had to get Joe out of that house. Miss Collier said, don't you think you can best support your brother Joe by getting a college education? I said, no. She said, you need to go to college. I said, no, I don't. So Miss Collier kept talking, and I knew that I wasn't leaving her room unless I told her I was going. So I said, Miss Collier, I'll go. A few weeks later, she came in. She said, come to my room. And I'm like, again? Went to her room, and on this table, she had college applications. She said she had Murray State University. I mean, she had University of Louisville. She had Western University. I mean, all these universities. And she said, sit down, we're going to fill these applications out. So I sat with Miss Collier, and I filled them out. But guess what I was going to do? I was going to throw them away. Because each application said $25 fee, $35 fee, $75. Miss Collier didn't know that I ate out of a dumpster. We had a Winn-Dixie. You guys know where a Winn-Dixie is? I don't know if there's Winn-Dixie. I'm from Kentucky, and we just got up here a couple days ago, so I didn't see a Winn-Dixie, but it's a grocery store. My sisters would take me to that dumpster, and they would hoist me up, and my job was to pick up meat and show them if it was good or not. If it still had a little pink and it wasn't all gray, it was good to eat. Have your foot ever fell in a pack of maggots? Guess what? Out. We ate the old bread, the old donuts, the old vegetables, and the half-gray meat. I did not tell Miss Collier, I ate out of a dumpster. How do you expect for me to pay for this? But I filled them out because it got me out of PE, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, when it was all said and done, Miss Collier went to her desk and she took out her purse. She came to the table and she took out a checkbook. She wrote a check for $25, for $35, for $75. And she began to fill those envelopes with those checks. Miss Collier, I bet she knew hope. So anyway, later on, I don't know how many months later, she came to me and said, you've got to come to my room. And I thought, again? So I went to her room and she said, read this. It said, congratulations, you have been accepted into Murray State University with a full scholarship for leadership. I was thinking, I know what I wrote. What did you write? She said, you got one thing to do. And I said, what's that, Miss Collier? She said, tell your mom. There was not a good time to tell her. But I told her. And do you know what she said? She said, you're going to college? And I said, yes, ma'am. I said, I'm going to college. I said, Mama, we don't have to worry about money. I said, because I got a meal ticket and we don't have to worry about anything. She said, okay. She said, that's good. So get out of my house. And I'm putting it nicely. Listen, by that time, my two older sisters were on drugs and alcohol. And I had nowhere to live but where? With them. And I remember the time came around for me to go to college, and I begged them, please take me to Murray State. They said, girl, don't bug me about that. That school is 5 hours away. You better get a job. That's what they said. Ha ha. Yes.